Nestled in a remote village of Rajasthan, a school like no other. Its students, grandmothers from the poorest corners of the globe.
Nobody dared to come here for 6 months, and at the beginning I said no.
They've come for one reason, a diploma, that of a solar engineer.
I repair and maintain solar lanterns. If I find a problem, I repair it.
No secret here, men are not welcome.
The moment you give a man a certificate, he leaves the village looking for a job in a city. So why train men at all?
It's a 6-hour drive from Delhi to the desert village of Talonia, home to the Barefoot College. Today it's 45 degrees in the shade.
Hello, namaste, I'm Mairead, nice to meet you.
Welcome to the Barefoot College. I'm Bata and I work here since 6 years. And today we are going to meet women barefoot solar engineers from all over the world. Let's go.
To qualify for a place in this college, you must be female, without a degree and live in a remote village. For most of the women, the journey to India is their first time away from home. YENY comes from the mountains of Peru. Her village of Turu has no electricity. She was sent by her community, leaving behind her children and husband for 6 months.
I didn't want to leave my family, my children, they are very young, so I said no. But I realized the needs of my community, and if nobody came, nothing would be done.
Today's class is a mix of women from South America, Africa and the Pacific Islands. They're here because of the chance of their lifetime, to be trained here for free as solar engineers. The Indian government covers the cost of their education. The United Nations pays for equipment. And this is what they'll take home: solar lighting and the expertise. The teachers communicate in Hindi while the students speak up to 10 other tongues. First step on arrival then, learning a shared language, starting with the names of all colours in English.
7 violet, 8 clear, 9 white.
We also use sign language. We show the circuit and point out what's important. For example, resistance 1 goes here, resistance 2 goes there, and then they color match it with one that's already made.
It's not always a smooth process. Mariam comes from Uganda, where she's more used to taking care of her 6 grandchildren than messing around with circuit boards.
We are already women. We are grandy women, so we go slow, and we understand small.
Life in Rajasthan can be difficult for the women, not only because of the heat. The diet is also different, much spicier, and there's no meat.
Chapati and rice with curry, vegetable curry, no meat. Every day too much.
But each meal is a reminder of what they've learned in the class. Here the food is cooked in an oven that gets its energy from the sun.
So what is it here?
This is solar cooker section, and here the women, they make solar cooker, and we use it for the boiling water, boiling milk, and making tea.
Water right now?
Yeah, right now we're boiling water, and we're making bread, Indian bread. It's really very hot. You can see how hot it is. It has 300 degrees.
The women who make these solar cookers are all former graduates of the college. Welding in a sari is now a normal part of everyday work.
Okay, so here are the first barefoot solar cooker engineers.
And what they're working right now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Namaste.
Namaste. Sita, you were the first solar engineer to graduate from the college. Did you always think it was possible?
In the beginning, I thought I was unable to do it. This is not a woman's work. It's for a blacksmith or another caste. And I'm not educated enough to understand this work. But we made this solar cooker, and we felt happy. And then we got the confidence that we could cook and teach others also.
The college has succeeded on 2 fronts: promote renewable energy in rural communities and challenge the perception of women at the same time. Yet the key behind this operation is not female, but male. We meet Bunker Roy, the social activist behind the NGO. In 2010, he was named among Time magazine's 100 most influential personalities in the world.
Gandhi, who's a bit of an icon here, is known as saying you teach a man, you teach an individual, you teach a woman, you teach an entire family. Is that the idea behind only accepting women, or is it more of a sexist policy?
Men are all compulsively mobile and they all want a certificate. And the moment you give a man a certificate, he leaves the village looking for a job in a city. So why train men at all? We thought the best way to keep the skill in the village, make it useful, is to train women. And not only women, but illiterate rural women who have roots in the soil, roots in the village, would never leave the village, and they have a flair to teach others.
So you've already helped light dozens of villages around the world. Where to from here?
Choose any underdeveloped, least developed country around the world, and I want a grandmother from every country. We've only covered 45, and I've got over 100 to go. So now we've got 20 grandmothers coming from the Pacific Islands right now. We are going to get about 5 or 6 grandmothers from the Middle East. So I think by 2013, we would have covered the globe.
A 1-hour drive from the college brings us to the village of Balajikidani. It's been 5 years since the residents first welcomed solar lighting. Now each of the 30 houses has its own lantern. Inside we meet Santosh, 21 years old with 2 children. As a member of India's Dalit community, or untouchables, being a solar engineer means she's broken through a rigid caste system.
In these 30 houses, I'm the only woman who knows how to do this. I don't go to them, they come to me. I'm so happy and proud to repair these lanterns.
Santosh repairs up to 10 lanterns per month. But she was only trained because her community agreed solar energy was a worthwhile investment.
All of the villagers here have agreed to pay 25 rupees or 40 cents per month to cover the cost of service and repair of the solar lanterns. It's considered essential that anyone who benefits from the technology is themselves invested in making it work.
The decision has already paid off. Lighting the village using solar energy is less polluting and half the price of kerosene.
People who do not know ask what this is. This is light, I say. How does it work, they ask. It works with solar energy. Now they want it. Lots of people ask about this. It's good technology.
Night falls at 6:30, but the day is not yet over. For these young girls, work in the field has just finished and school is about to begin.
My parents don't let me go to school in the day because I have to help with the goats, and that's why I come to night school.
The solar lantern takes centre stage as the students learn basic maths, Hindi and English. Education for girls in this region is optional, and without the light, they would most likely miss out.
Now we have electricity from the grid, but we can't rely on it because it often cuts out. This light is always here. We need it for the children to be able to study at night.
Today life has changed in the village of Santosh. The solar lantern has brought 4 hours of light per night, and with it 4 hours of extra life.